Welcome to another AfrOtaku interview. I am MGG, and I'm joined here by my co-host.
Hey, it's Player 5.
And we got another special guest on today. Today we have Kelvin Kaoz here from the Alternative Chaos podcast. He interviews a bunch of creatives in the LA area, and we wanted to have him on to talk some more about what he is and what he does.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, the Fresh Prince of Darkness, aka the Sephiroth of South Central, aka Rob Zombie's illegitimate stepchild, Kelvin K. Yes, so so I do that at the beginning of all my podcasts. I always come up with new ones too. The Black Chris Jericho is one that I use frequently as well.
Oh, I like that. I like that. I might have to borrow that from you.
This is the
Black
best
Chris
intro I've ever seen.
Because he's always changing his shit up, you know? So
Right.
So I'm Kelvin Kaoz. I am a composer. I rap, I make beats, I play classical guitar, I play metal music, I play all the genres that I possibly can. I teach music, and that's what I do. And I'm a kind of a fashion model, fashionista, if you will. And that's what I do on my side of things. And then I have another brand called Alternative Chaos, which is kind of like it's like a do-all platform. But let me tell you a little bit about it. It's for creative people all over the United States. Actually, I've interviewed some people from Mississippi, Minnesota, Arkansas,
Oh, cool.
Georgia. I've gotten some crazy. I've even got a girl from Belgium that's gonna come on the show soon.
Nice.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay. How did that work?
I'll tell you. So I find people through, that are, alternative Black people. So that could be, people in the manga scene, in the cosplay scene, the goth scene, the metalhead scene. Basically all the places where they say, yeah, you're not Black if you do that shit. I'm like, yes, you are. Come be my friend. Come on my podcast and talk about, your experience being like the only Black dude at a thing. And what if we all, got together so we can, hang out and it not be like a Black thing or, it just be a thing, because we all typically like the same shit, and I'm tired of hearing Black jokes. I don't want to hear them no more. Most of them aren't fucking funny, so I'm like, give me like Black vampires, give me Black alien movies. I don't want to see another, what's that movie? 12 Years a Slave or Amistad. Those are great movies, but I'm over it. We understand the struggle, and it's not like you say it and they act like the shit don't happen anyway. So fuck it. Give me another Wakanda.
I got like two things to say to that.
Yeah.
One, I feel like we kind of had a similar premise of like, man, I get tired of going to like all these conventions and like anime and nerd shit, and then either A, I'm the only Black person, or B, like I'm the only like person that kind of still relates to being real Black. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man,
like I'm Black. I'm not want to be Japanese.
Or you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I hang out with everybody, but I'm Black, it's like, I'm not going to lower my Blackness because it's like that where when you're Black, they're like, okay, you got to tone that shit down. I'm like, what the fuck for?
Yeah, you got fucked up.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I was like, I like gangster rap and I like anime. I like both. Nigga, what's up?
Exactly.
Right, it's possible. So I was like, look, I'm gonna unite with all of the dudes that I know like that, because I grew up with a bunch of people like that. And whenever I see them, I'm like, you're my friend now. Like you're a part of my posse. If anybody's ever kicked you out, you belong to me.
Nice.
So I took all the people that were making their own art, dark stuff, light stuff, whatever. I was like, come on my show, promote your stuff, whatever kind of thing that you're doing that is not typically related to what people would think Black people did. I want you to come on the show and I want you to talk about it. So, and also I do it with the music. So eventually it's going to be a record label where I pick those people up. I have a friend that sings Fetty Wap covers that plays classical harp.
That's dope.
Right?
Oh, wow.
Like,
Yeah,
is
right.
very
And,
unique.
and
and
that
people
kind
need
of
to know who she is. Like, but it's like that's something like I know her personally, and the rest of the world doesn't know about her because people are like, oh, nobody wants to see a black girl sing trap music and play
fake
harp.
news.
The fuck they don't.
Yeah, right. Like I
It's
want to
fake
see
news.
that right now.
Exactly. So I was like, I
That shit
want her on the
that's
show.
gotta go hard.
Exactly, man, and it does. It slaps. Her bass player is super sick. The group is called Bashful Creature. You should check them out. I have another friend named Shaprice. She's like a R&B, like she's like a Blackie Bjork, basically, but with way better vocals. And I have all these people that I've collaborated with that are my friends that, like I said, not a lot of black people know about them. And we're the main ones that want to see all this new stuff. But we're looking at, oh man, I gotta listen to what my friends are listening to. Or we go straight the opposite way and go, I only listen to K-pop or something like that.
Mm.
So I want to just feature all of these people and hopefully create like a whole subculture where everything's kind of like I just put a new song out. It's called The Other Side. It's on SoundCloud. And it mixes in all my styles. So I'm rapping like Gigs, the UK rapper. I really love UK rappers.
Oh,
And I've
really?
made a
So
dark.
are you like a what's his name? Stormzy fan?
Yeah, or Dave, like any of those guys with the UK accent. It's
Okay.
crazy.
All right.
It cracks me up. Like, or if French rappers, I like all of Latin shit. I like whatever, all the world music I'm really into because they still use a lot of instruments. So I started. If you hear my song, I combine metal, R&B, trap, and bounce music. And when I heard it, I was like, man, I know all of my black friends that watch anime are gonna want to hear this shit because it's basically we have to listen to 5 different bands to hear what we want to hear in one band. You know what I mean?
All right.
So I was like, what if I could get a whole roster of people that are doing all of this different music that you've never heard before that we're putting to the soundtracks of these new films that are being put out, or these new animes that want to be written or,
Mhm.
people's YouTube videos or their short skits where it's like, a bunch of blurs doing blurred shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
Wow,
what
that is a very interesting concept. I like that.
I
yeah.
was actually just gonna ask you, and you basically kind of answered my question. My second one, I was gonna like, man, I really want like a heavy metal song, a heavy metal trap song. I feel like I ain't never heard that before, but you
Yeah,
just
Yeah.
gonna give me that plus about 7 more.
exactly. I was like,
You remember when they used to do like those mashups, like for that period of time where I think we were probably like in middle school or high school, but
yeah.
they had it was like that one meme song. They did like a rock remix to it, or
Oh
they did a
yeah,
rock remix to like Lollipop. Like that was low key
the
hard
Crank
for
That
me being
Soldier
like that
Boy.
little like
Yeah, that's what
I
that's
used
what
to
turned
love
me
it.
into all of that. Like, remember when Linkin Park was fire and Korn was doing videos with Dub C, and
Yeah.
that really inspired me that whole era because like I'm a huge wrestling fan. Like I'm a bigger wrestling fan than I am anything else. Like what horror
Oh,
movies?
like still to this day?
Yeah, absolutely. Like today, I'm watching Hell in the Cell when I get off of this call.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, like I'm dead serious. I love wrestling. Like just the athleticism, the stories, like the whole
Yeah.
theater of it. Like I understand a lot of people didn't like it after, they went PG and stuff. But I've loved wrestling since I was like 6 years old. So
Yeah.
I watched it
No,
when it
I
was bad.
used to
I
be a
watched it
big
when
wrestling fan, but I have not kept up with the newer guys. Like I'm definitely like dropped around the like end of the rock era, that type of stuff. Probably like
Yeah, that's
when I
like when
started college.
it was interesting. The Rock came back on Friday night because they WWE just moved to Fox, which is a big deal because it was like
Oh,
a
wow.
$1 billion deal. So now, at the very least, all the best wrestlers are going to be there, and the
Mhm.
production value is the highest of any show in history.
Oh wow.
I would not consider myself a wrestling fan,
Uh-huh.
but however, I did get suspended twice for wrestling related antics. It was not, none of it was physical. You feel me? I didn't grapple nobody. I told the teacher to suck it and did the shits. No, fuck it. I got suspended for that.
Yo, same.
Wow.
Yes, yes.
Wild.
And
What was
then
the other one?
the other one is like I was really into like the rock. So then I had asked my teacher, I was like, hey Miss, let's just call her Miss Jones. What did you say the answer was again? And when she did, I was like, it doesn't matter.
Oh
like I was
God,
doing
yeah,
that for like a
for that
week,
shit.
and I got suspended.
You
Yeah.
gotta tell me the whole class was laughing at both of those. If the whole class was laughing at both of
bro,
them,
it was so fucking funny. People
And then you did the eyebrow and shit. You're walking out there chanting your name as you're walking to the
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I
principal's
must have had like stupid like muscle control like as a kid because like I really couldn't do the rock eyebrow. Like I used to sit in the mirror trying. I just couldn't do it. I just would
that
still.
shit was hard.
either. Yeah, man. So, so like, but what I love about wrestling is the everything, the outfits, the music. When the music hits and how you can cut promos on people. So I don't know if you guys watch my stories. All of my stories, I basically am cutting promos on someone. So I'm like, who like if a roach was in my room, I'm like, no, look at this roach jabroni just walked up in my room. I had to stomp his ass out.
Nice.
If you're smell, no, I don't do all that shit. But I do like make my whole character, Kelvin Kaoz, is basically based off an extreme wrestling character that I made up when I was in high school. Yeah, and that's how I brand everything. So it's like all
the pieces of the puzzle are starting to fit together.
Yeah.
I said the pieces of the puzzle are starting to fit together.
Yeah, it was basically, so I was a straight up classically trained guitar player, right? That's what I did from age like 18 to, I want to say 29 or 30. I'm 33. So after I got out of school, I was like 26, and I used to sell antique guitars, like $100,000 guitars that people have never played before, which we'll never see again. I used to do that for a little, and then I got fired, and then I taught as a elementary school teacher for a little bit, lost that job too, and then I said to myself, I'm never gonna lose another job again because I'm not gonna work for anybody anymore. So at first I started just, looking dorky, like, hey, everybody come buy my lessons, and it wasn't getting any play, right? Like nobody was fucking with me. I was like, damn. So I had to take up these other jobs, not doing what I love, but it was killing me on the inside. I was like, I gotta make this happen. So then I saw Chris Jericho cut this promo about, he has a cruise ship where he invites all of these great wrestlers and they have a whole wrestling show on a cruise ship. And it's called the Rockin' Rager. Yeah, it's called the Rockin' Rager, and he was cutting promos like on dudes that were gonna be on the show, which are his friends. Like they're his friends because you see him like behind the scenes, but he's cutting a promo like, oh, I'm sick of your shit, Young Bucks, and I'm gonna get you on the Rock and Roll Rager. And I was like, duh, why don't I just cut promos and sell shit, right? Because that's what I want to do anyway, right? So I started dressing up like most of the stuff I wear is stuff I already wanted to wear anyway. But I was like, well, I can't wear this to school, because I would wear, like chokers and fishnet stocking armbands and stuff like that. Basically dressed like Jeff Hardy. Very similar. Yeah, but like black.
I got an image
Hardy,
in my head then now.
Yeah, I was like black Jeff Hardy with Matt Hardy's hair. It was crazy. It was like a lot of stuff going on. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to keep going. And as I started to keep going, people would send me, like videos of them imitating me. I was like, whoa, this is hilarious. So then like I started putting out more songs. Like I would put out any song just to experiment with the genre. Like people would challenge me like, hey, can you write a song like Fetty Wap? Or can you write a song like Young Thug? Or can you write a song like Metallica? And people would just keep testing me, and I just kept trying it until I created basically my own sound, was like a blend of all of it. Yeah, and I started selling my music lessons by selling my songs. I was like, hey, listen to this song. I produced this song myself and played all the guitar parts, arranged it, recorded the vocals, and I sing. And I can give you all of these lessons for $200 a month.
Oh,
and
wow.
yeah, and I was able to sell, like, I've been selling them for like a couple of months now, and now I've been working for myself. And my next goal was like, I want to help all of my creative friends, because most of the time my creative friends, it's everyone says like, I'm not as good schmoozing as you, or I'm not great at getting people to want to be friends with me like you are, Kelvin. I was like, I'm not that good at it either. I'm very antisocial, not antisocial, but I'm very introverted. So I like my space a lot. And I was like, I need to find a way to get to people without, about also taking care of the amount of space I need. And so I invented the character. And I'm like telling all my friends, you got to invent a character. Maybe not a character, but the brand needs to be separate from you. And then you want to make it either fun or educational. And if you can do that, then pretty much you can sell stuff, and then you don't have to either have a job like a 9 to 5, or it can just supplement your income, and you can either retire early, or get a vacation that you like, or any of these extra income sources by just being who you are. Like not doing anything extra, just being what you like. Like, I love horror movies, I love wrestling, I love writing music. These are all things I like. I put them all in my brand. I cut a promo on people about what I like, and then they all respond to me. And it was the best feeling I've ever had.
Oh,
wow. Yeah, you're giving away the gems here.
Yeah,
y'all
like,
heard it here first.
I want everybody that's listening to any of these things that I'm doing, I'm like, you can do this. Like, if I can do it, you can do it.
All right, that's a good message.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like you secretly answered all the questions I had.
Oh,
and at the same time, you also segued perfectly into a story time with what you just said. So I feel like we're going to skip all of those first sections and jump straight into the discussion topic for today's episode.
Right.
So you told us that you like Dr. Stone. So we came up with a discussion topic around Dr. Stone. And this one, it kind of popped up on our podcast actually last time we recorded. Player 5 is the one who came up with this question. And I liked it so much, I'm like, I think this would be great for this interview. So our question is, whose side are you on in the Stone world, right? So you wake up, someone's freed you, they drop the little stuff on your stone body, and now you're you. You see Senkuu and Tsukasa in front of you. Whose hand are you grabbing?
Man, when you asked me the first time, I was 100% sure I knew. I was like, it's Senkuu because I love science. And then I was like, but Tsukasa, he's got a point there, man. Like, if you resurrect all these old ass motherfuckers that were instituting all this pain and hate, like, I was like, actually, yeah, leave the motherfuckers dead. Fuck all of them. But ultimately, I just really like the way Senkuu goes about shit. Like, he's the smartest one. He's the one that I feel like really needs to be around for society to really thrive. I feel like Tsukasu's he would eventually become the dictator, and it doesn't seem like there would be much like innovation. Like, they would still be very Stone World-ish, and Senkuu has so many ideas about technology. Like, this dude's trying to get cell phones back and internet back. He wants to do everything the right way, and he does have a point about giving people a chance in a new world. And maybe he would be elected, or maybe, there would be much more diplomacy now, because the world was run by kids so long. Maybe they would, the adults would be more hesitant to say, hey, kids, you guys are stupid, since they were running the world without him. So I'm going to have to say Senku's side.
So I got a question. And now, just to give you a little background, I'm the devil's advocate of the group.
All right.
I try my hardest to tempt anybody into changing their mind on any situation. Unless this is involving intercourse, I don't do that, putting it out there.
100K attacks.
Yeah. All right. So let's say, what if Tsukasa was like, "Hey, I brought you back because I want you to be the leader of this world."
Fuck.
Do you then take it? Do you become the dictator?
Dang. This dude pandering to my fucking ego maniacism. And, like in my mind, I think I can do everything better than anyone else, and that is just fucking facts. I'm like, this is another thing I do. I'm also really into basketball, like NBA basketball, and nights that
You
I'm
on that Prince shit? Like, not
yeah,
only am I a great
yeah,
musician,
yeah,
but I will still
yeah,
ball
yeah.
you up.
Exactly. Shoot the J, shoot it. So
You some
what I do,
strawberry pancakes after.
yeah, when I'm really upset, when I'm having like a really bad day, I'll go and watch Michael Jordan talk shit, or like Kobe Bryant talk shit, and how they just always wanted to get the upper hand on whoever they were going up against.
Mm-hmm.
And to also remain the best at everything. So I think I'm the best guitar player ever. I'm the best bass player. I'm the best songwriter. I'm the best rapper. I think all of that shit.
Nice.
Right, but then but then it's like, when it comes to like ruling the world, I would always feel like, am I making the right decision? I'm like one of those guys. Like, was this too harsh? Like, should I have given that guy Clement? Did you guys see The Society by any chance?
I don't think I did.
I've seen the trailer on Netflix, but I have not watched it. I kind of
Okay,
refused
I'm
to
not
because I
gonna
was like,
spoil it.
shit looks.
But that's basically The Society is all the kids are removed from their parents, and
Yep.
they end up in a world where they end up they have to select a person that's gonna rule for. And so the lady that gets elected, everyone's like, well, she's got to be the one because she knows all the answers. And I'm like, yeah, that's me. I know all the answers. But then
Yeah, I've
everybody
seen the
hates
trailer
her
for that.
because she knows all the answers. And I also feel that too. Like, people are gonna get mad at me because I think I know everything. I'm like, yeah, you fucking need to know everything if you're the dictator. So I
So
want to
think
say
you could do it?
yes. The answer is
You successfully brought him to the dark side.
Hey, team them hands. Hey, you know what's funny? The funny thing is like so like my major was physics. I love Dr. Stone because like they, from a scientist, I can tell you they are using real fucking science, and it's cool to watch.
yeah. That's
I'm
my favorite
like,
part. I
bro,
go and research everything after, like, is this shit real? And then they're like, yes, actually, this is possible. And I'm like, holy fuck.
I'm like, dude, like I fuck with you, Senkuu, but like 100%, I'm also big as fuck, so I'm definitely on Tsukasa's side. I'm knocking niggas out. Ain't no talking like, oh, I want
Right,
this.
beating up stone
I'm
statues,
beating
fucking all this shit up.
So I'm happy I could bring somebody to the team. Welcome to Team Tsukasa. If you want that, go take it.
Damn. So yeah, for me, like I was gonna say Tsukasa, but the only reason why I would lean towards him is it depends on how savage the Stone World is. Like when I wake up, because Senku's the main character, I feel like it's less savage than it actually would be. But like, come on, like after I watched the first episode and you see Tsukasa, or like it's either the first second episode, but when Tsukasa gets broken out of his thing and he just punches a lion into giving up.
Oh yeah.
I just go like, I fuck with you, Senku, but like
That was
this
some
dude just punched a
shit,
lion. Like that's
right?
not regular.
And then what was he doing? He was out running fucking cheetahs.
Yeah, he was doing some
Jumped in the ocean and grabbed a whale or some shit.
Yeah, so to me, I would like be on Tsukasa's side as like as a spy just long enough till like Senku caught up. I'm definitely not day one Senku. I'm definitely day one Tsukasa till Senku is like, oh, like now they got amenities. All right, see you later. I'm
They
out.
got Wi-Fi. They got Wi-Fi.
Bro,
Okay, I'm over there.
this all I gotta
that
say.
one dude that just wanted a Coca-Cola.
You right?
Yeah. He straight up didn't snitch. He was like, "Oh yeah, he's dead for sure. I just tried to get a Coca-Cola." That was me, actually. I was that guy.
Hey, this is the thing that switched me to Tsukasa. Do y'all remember the dude that like fake killed Gin, like Coca-Cola guy?
Yeah.
Bro, that was when I was like, no, I'm on Tsukasa side. Because fuck that science. If a nigga like, bro, it's you. I'm killing you. Ain't no talking, ain't nothing. Like, he killed you, bro. Like, you turned around and the nigga shanking you. Like,
On site, right? Damn.
I know. I can't be in the talk it out world, bro.
Oh, man.
All right. Let's move on to the game time then. You want to take
Woo!
that player?
All right. So basically what I came up with for game time is I got two of them. One of them is the kind of like, would you rather Stone World edition? Basically, like, would you rather have this or this? Like, you stuck in the Stone World, you don't know what else you got. Which one would you go for? And then the second one, I'll just get to that one when I get to that one if we got time for it.
All right.
Yep.
Okay. So the first one, you're stuck in the Stone World. Would you rather have your artist tools, whatever that may be, so that you can make your art, or would you rather have electricity?
Damn. Okay, hold up. I was like, well, I need electricity to make my art.
I mean, you can still play instruments without.
Instruments? Oh, then yeah, just acoustic instruments.
You definitely go acoustic instruments.
Honestly, I don't even like being an electronic musician.
Mm.
I don't. That's not that. Hold on, that came out wrong. I love the abilities of what I can do with technology because I'm able to do things that I would not be able to do otherwise.
Yeah.
But I started out playing, like, my very first instrument was the harmonica. Then I got a violin. Then I played acoustic guitar, and then I studied classical guitar, and none of them require electricity.
True.
So
I've never seen an acoustic bass. Just want to throw that out there.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, they look like a big ass guitar, but with 4 strings.
Mm.
So you might have seen it.
Now I have to Google acoustic bass because I really wonder what that sounds like.
It looks exactly like a guitar. That's the thing. Like, you probably have seen it because it looks just like a big ass guitar. And you're gonna be like, oh, that just looks like a big ass guitar.
Right.
But it's a bass. It's not like, like an electric bass clearly looks like a different instrument.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But the acoustic bass looks very, very similar to a regular acoustic guitar. That it's hard to tell unless you're staring right at it.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not lying. I Googled it. These are all facts.
Next, would you rather? So let's say obviously you're in the Stone World, kind of recreating how the world works. Do you recreate it as it was with, like, most people, or in America at least, most people believing in polygamy, or do you set the foundations for everybody to have harems?
Yeah. Well, all right, okay. So a little bit about me. I'm pretty non-monogamous. I wouldn't say polyamorous. I mean, I don't know, that a lot of it's a very complicated umbrella situation. But I believe
hey, you
that
live your life. That's what it is.
Yeah, like, I believe that people should have as many lovers as they feel necessary.
My nigga.
But be open about it to your other partners, so you're not, like, pissing anybody out. So you don't get your cars keyed up or nothing like that.
Yeah, but I feel like niggas wouldn't be keying cars if the foundation was already set.
Exactly. Right? If you said, hey,
but is it gonna be a harem both ways though? That's the question. Are you setting it up so it's a male dominated harem, or it's a hey, you could get one if you want it. Whoever wants a harem can have one.
I would say, like,
or you could be single, you could be asexual. Like, it would be like I think the way that people are concerned with what people do sexually is outrageous to me,
right?
because it's like, hey, everybody watches porn. Who doesn't watch porn?
There's some niggas out there.
There are.
Hey,
they use some other weird shit instead, is what I'm saying. Somebody does some weird sexual shit. If you're not watching porno, then you're fucking flogging yourself so you don't watch porno. Either way, it's the energy is towards sex, and there's a negative energy towards expressing yourself sexually in a positive way. You know what I mean? So it's like, and it's because people are like, you're not supposed to do this, so they just do that shit in the dark,
on the low.
Exactly. Yeah, but it's like, it's never stopped anybody from not doing it. They just do it and hope you don't fucking find out.
Right. That's why I say, hey, fuck team Tsukasa, fuck team smart homie. I forgot his name already, bro. I'm
Senkuu.
Kelvin Kaoz, bro. We out.
Right? Yeah, yeah. Because I'm like, look, man, I think everybody should just be able to do what the hell they want to do. If they're not hurting nobody, then it shouldn't be nobody else's business.
Right.
Yo.
But if you got those pimp skills, see, now everybody has those pimp skills. Did you ever see the Mac?
The Mac, what's that about?
Oh, it's the movie that the Players Ball that Dave Chappelle does.
Uh-huh.
The
Mhm.
Players Ball comes straight from that movie.
Oh, okay. It's
Oh,
instantly a watch now. It don't
Yeah,
matter.
yeah.
yeah.
To me, it's the best. It's the best blaxploitation movie of all time, and the reason why is because the acting is superb. The soundtrack has Willie Hutch on it, the dude from he did the Last Dragon soundtrack and a
Oh.
bunch of other stuff, but he was known for doing the Mac and the Last Dragon. And then you got Max Julian is the greatest black thespian of all time. I said that. Fuck Denzel
Okay.
Washington. Max Julian
Well,
is the greatest thespian of all time.
oh,
Greatest
you
black
must never seen Will Smith, I see.
Sidney Poitier. No, you watch Max Julian, then look at what Will Smith is doing, and you're like, oh, okay. Max
Okay.
Julian was like the blueprint for all of this, right? So then and he ends up getting blackballed because he was friends with the Black Panthers in the 70s. So he doesn't really get to do. That's the only reason he's not a household name like that, is because of his
Mhm.
political leanings.
Oh.
But Richard Pryor is also in the movie.
Oh, okay.
And
Definitely.
he's not funny. I mean, he's funny because he's serious, but he's not telling no jokes. It's straight
Oh,
killer.
is it a serious role?
Yeah,
Oh
he's
wow.
like a straight up killer in this movie.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Oh, I
and it's
might have to
great.
watch this.
But the line that he says is he's talking about this because he's a pimp, right? So he's talking about women that he's talking about hoes, and he goes, I just don't understand how a woman could go out, make all that money, and just give it to some nigga. I just don't understand that. And Richard Pryor goes, game is strong, and then the Mac goes, I ain't talking about me, I'm talking about them other niggas.
Hey, that's a
And when I heard that shit, I was like, that's my life. Like, straight up, I have gotten to do things that, like, most other dudes just could only dream about. And I'm always trying to show dudes how to do it, because most people just get too ahead of themselves. They try to get to the goal too fast,
mm-hmm.
but there's an easier way. And like I said, I'll give you the secret tips later on. All you have to listen to my new song, The Other Side.
Yo, hey, AfrOtaku's After Dark. We might have to drop that secret out.
Hey,
Hey,
yo, we might have to kick that off. We might have to kick that off.
Be
Afro
our first
Tacos After
interview
Dark.
on that.
Hey,
but
for
yeah,
real. Yeah, we might have to call you back for that series.
hey, I'll be there. But
So let's
yeah, go ahead.
go ahead to the next one. Would you rather have plumbing or tools of self defense?
Hey, so
Tools of
blammy
self-defense.
or what?
I
Tools of
mean,
self-defense. I'm
we
I'm
we could
burying my shit in a hole. I will have a shithole.
shit.
Literal. Literal shithole.
So you say you'd rather have a shithole and a gun than than
Yeah, because I'm
running
shitting in my
water?
hole with my gun out in case somebody try to
Hey,
roll
man,
up on me.
that is true. Think about it this way: if he had plumbing, somebody could catch him slipping on his toilet. But if he had a gun, nobody's catching him slipping on his doodoo
But
hole. That's for sure.
Right?
if he got plumbing, you know what? Not gonna catch him slipping. Fucking E.
Dysentery.
coli.
Oh yeah.
Well, but y'all
Hey,
gonna be out here shooting niggas dying at 40.
Hey,
they
you
had
could
that
definitely shoot some E.
soap though.
coli up, man.
Wasn't the Dr. Stone is that bar of soap, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, we got soap. We're good. As long as I don't do stupid shit like rub my eyes before I pull the trigger.
Okay. So I feel like that one was pretty easy for you. I was gonna ask another one, but you kind of already told me I was gonna say, "Hey, lead or follow," and I'm guessing 100% you choose lead.
Oh, for sure.
Okay, so this one, I'm gonna go with this one and see how you feel about it. All right, you got your Stone World. You know, you creating your rules. Let's say if somebody commits a crime, if somebody kills somebody else, are you a jail guy or an execute guy in the Stone World?
Dang, man, that's a okay. So I actually thought about the answer to this question already because if you watch the society, that ends up happening. They have to answer that question. Now, my answer is not for the reason why you think. It's not because I'm a cold-blooded bastard and I'm like, kill all them motherfuckers. I'm thinking resources wise, I don't want to have a jail. I feel that if a motherfucker did something wild, like if you're out here raping kids, you gotta go. Cause I don't want to feed a person that does shit like that. And I feel like if the consequences were higher, it would make people think maybe I won't do some stupid shit like that. Because if they know that they're gonna live and that we have to feed them anyway, then essentially they get out of working. They don't have to work.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm like,
That's
nah,
also true.
everybody has to work, but we can't have this guy work because we got to keep him away from everybody. That's a waste of resources. He has to go.
Okay. So basically, your crime high enough, you out of there.
Yeah, any death, you got to go.
Okay.
Molestation of children, yeah, you got to go. Despicable things.
Mm-hmm.
If you
All right.
are a fan of the Carolina Panthers, no, I'm just kidding. I was like, I'm a Carolina Panthers fan. But
I'm cool. I'm a Chicago Bears fan. You know, I'm used to being let down.
oh,
So next one. Um, let's say you live in a cold area. Let's say you've been to Chicago before,
I have not. The coldest place I've been is Boston.
and you've like stayed there for some time.
Long enough to know that I didn't want to live there.
All right, boom. So you in the cold. All right. Would you rather have medicine or warm clothes?
Damn. Dang. Do I want to go out with warm clothes? See, if I had medicine, but I was cold, then I couldn't beat my meat.
You got some real weak stoppers to stopping you beating your meat, man. If only the cold stopped you, like
my dick, then I can't. I can't.
Hey, there's some people don't let nothing stop them when it comes to that.
He's like, I'm from Chicago. I've been beating my meat in below 30-degree weather for years.
For years, man. That's how I first learned how to beat my meat.
I'm gonna go with warm clothes.
Okay, interesting. Warm clothes, motherfuckers really trying to go at 40 at 35 in this world. Okay.
California, I think the lowest it got here this year was 55, and niggas were crying. We were like, it's so cold.
Wow, that's a warm day in Chicago.
Yo,
That's
right.
it's hot
Motherfuckers
outside.
is out there in shorts and tank tops.
For real. Chilling.
Man,
Flip
like,
flops.
if it's 70 degrees out here, I got a jacket on. I'm like, bruh, it's
What?
nippy as hell out
What? Nippy? What?
here. I'm telling you, bro, I would not be able to survive.
Oh, it's 68 right now.
Bruh, like it's 70. It's 80. It's 90 degrees.
Whoa, I would be on fire out there right now.
Yeah,
it's
like
90 ass degrees out here. See, the cool thing about it though is like on Halloween, all the girls are wearing their favorite skimpy outfits.
Oh, they do that out here. They say fuck the cold.
Oh, see, I love them for that out there. But I would roll up with 6 jackets on.
All right. That was basically my last one. MGG, you got any ones you want to give them?
Cool. Let me think. Yeah, I'll ask that then. Would you rather have a bunch of women or a bunch of dudes?
You know, that
Like,
man.
so you're the only guy and a bunch of women that you gotta help out, or they help out you, or you're a bunch of, you just got a team of niggas that's just in the
And no
sausage
big
parties.
bitches.
All
You
right.
can't be like, oh, hey, I got all women, but they all buff as fuck too. Nah.
All right, this is all right. So background: I mostly hang out with women as it is. So it's like
Okay.
in my mind, I want to say I would be able to do it, but then on the other end, like, you know, they're gonna be weaker, not as strong. And excuse me, women that are listening to this, I mean that with the most love. I don't mean that women aren't as strong as me. I know quite a few women that can arm wrestle me or body slam me, but I mean,
I know some too.
buff niggas over buff women, I'm gonna take buff niggas. Again, especially if I got that dude Tsukasa, or unless I got like one of those women, like what's that lady's name? That's stronger, the gorilla.
The gorilla?
Yeah, like if I got a bunch of gorilla ass women like that, then you know it's much easier for me to get along with women. You know, because like women don't be trying to roast you every time you ask them to do something.
Yeah,
Yeah, with
that's
the dudes
true.
like, hey, let's get up in or you know, let's go to the river and you know make a boat. And they're like, yeah, oh river head ass.
Boat making ass.
Oh, boat making ass. Exactly. Oh, Noah Ark head ass. Nigga, if you don't get your ass
What's
to the
wrong
water.
with your feet, boy? Like I can see me getting on somebody about that, especially if I'm trying to go.
With your old seven plagues head ass. With your old, you know. So that's like the benefits of niggas is always gonna be jokes. Women's gonna cuss me out for something, I feel like. Cause I do say stupid shit sometimes, like that probably needs a cuss. But you know, you don't dudes, they just be like, you know. Or you gotta fight and then it's still all good.
Right.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go with dudes. I'm gonna go with dudes.
Okay. I'm definitely going with females.
That
was
you
definitely
going with females?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with women on that. Just because I think as far as like a collective, it'll take longer before the infighting starts. I feel like with dudes, the infighting is gonna start a lot faster because everybody want to be the alpha. So it's like, oh yeah, like let's get this done. No, I want to do it this way. It's like women, we just gonna get it done.
Or it just be a bunch of dudes beating their meat.
Right.
Doing the damn thing.
That too.
Yo, I feel like with men, you got about one day because they gonna respect you. Like, damn, bro, you let me out of the rock, bro. Good shit. After that, like, who is this nigga? Why is
they already started plotting on you.
Yo, my man Tsukasa can punch a lion.
He can tell me, oh yeah.
That's why they claim plot on him yet, because they see. I feel like every time they try to plot on Tsukasa, he just punch another line in their face and they go, "Oh yeah, my bad."
You know what? Every nigga thinking. We really need a gun for this big nigga, bro. We really need to kill this nigga.
He said, "Oh, if I had one for Tsukasa right now." You only talking to me right now because I ain't got my blame, you Tsukasa.
Yeah.
Bro, if this was 2019, I'd have upped that shit on you, man.
Yeah. Right? Oh, wasted your bitch ass. Talking all that shit.
So, I guess we can move on to my second. I wouldn't even call it a game. Let's call it a mini game. So, you are stuck in the Stone World. I want to hear 6 items from you. 3 manga you would take to read with you for life. They would basically become the Bibles of your world. And 3 items that you would bring.
Dang. All right. Okay. Can I switch mangas to comic books?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. I was like, I don't know as many mangas as I know comic books. So
yeah, comic books.
Well, I know a decent amount about comic books, so we still good here.
All right, dope. Okay, I was like, all right, I'm gonna take my Spawn collection.
Oh, this is about to be a brutal world.
Yeah,
for real.
But everybody gonna respect
savagery.
And then I'm gonna take my Sandman collection because I need the imagination.
Nice.
And you also need the understanding of the light and the dark. And then I'm going to take my Lobo. Just it's hilarious.
It's gonna be a goofy, crazy world.
Exactly. Exactly.
Lobo just threw it like for a total loop.
Exactly.
Loop.
He's my favorite comic book character of all time.
Yo, I love Lobo. Amazing.
Right? And then okay, so 3 items. It can be any item.
Yeah. I mean, I guess obviously the rules same as like stuck in the
Stone
desert.
World.
It's like you
Stone.
could be a jerk about it, like, yes, I'll bring my house and a generator. Like,
Oh
don't
no.
do that.
No, I was actually thinking like wooden, like a bow and arrow.
Okay.
Does that count as 2 or 1?
Nah, that's one.
Or some kind of weapon. So like not nunchucks, maybe a staff or a spear or some shit. Probably a spear.
Some shit that give you the human advantage.
Exactly. A rope, like a lasso, and like flint, like a piece of rock to make fire with.
Oh, nice. So I asked this question on our Facebook group because I chose for my 3 items a big roll of duct tape, the glizzy, just in case somebody act crazy, and a solar power iPod.
Damn.
I'm good.
See, fuck. See, I was doing this stone shit. I was like, I know, I'll bring some
Wow.
rocks and shit.
Yeah, I'm trying to blow somebody down. They act crazy. I'll be the one person like, Tsukasa, who are you talking to, bro? He punched the lion, right? Oh, I got something for him.
Oh, I got something for his ass. Can he catch bullets with his
He
teeth?
fucking catch that bitch?
Like, unless this nigga's Bruce Leroy.
All right.
Okay, yeah, that's it. Game time.
All right.
That's
Cool.
it.
We've reached the end.
All right.
Yeah, if you could let the audience know one more time where they can find you, if they wanted to hear more from you or listen to your music, you can shout that out right now.
Awesome. All right. So follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Kelvin Kaoz. Then I got that's for where you can see all my music, short stories. I write short stories, short erotics. I write short erotic stories about vampires and witches and demons and shit.
Who are they, black?
Wow.
Yeah, they're black.
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah, so I do that. That's actually on my AltKaoz page. And then on AltKaoz, you can find me there. Also on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. And on my Anchor podcast, I'm on iTunes, Spotify, everything. I have singles out on SoundCloud. You can hear me, Kelvin Kaoz again. I'm also on Apple Music, Kelvin Kaoz, Tidal, everything. What else I got? And Kaoz Conservatory. If you want to take music lessons from me directly, I have another page called Kaoz Conservatory. That's where I post all my music lessons. So you can learn how to play guitar, piano, sing, produce beats, whatever it is. I do that privately and online. So yeah, that's it.
Nice.
Cool.
And thanks
All
for
right.
having me on the
Well,
show.
thank you for.
Appreciate you guys.
Oh, no problem. Thanks for joining. We appreciate it. And when we start that AfrOtaku's After Dark, he will definitely be called.
I'm the first guest. Yo, actually, I have a bunch of lewd models are also part of my brand because I also want to promote my other goal is to do AltKaoz would have a After Dark series also that's POC alternative adult flicks.
Okay,
Oh,
I'm gonna throw this out here.
Yeah.
Whenever you get that going, and whenever your boy Player 5 invented the book on eating the booty, so you know what I'm saying.
Oh my god.
Add your boy. I'm gonna have to drop a lesson for your podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, for real. Please, I would love that. Actually, I would love for you guys to come back on my show. It'd be fantastic, and just we do the exact same thing we just did. So,
oh, for sure.
Yeah, no problem. We're down for that.
yeah, man. Thanks. I appreciate you, and I will talk to you soon.
All right.
Okay. See you later, man. Thanks for coming on.
Peace.
Peace.
Bye.